The next we are going to discuss about the single purpose. Each class must have a single purpose. Single purpose means each class must have a clearly defined single purpose. When you document a class, you should be able to explain its purpose in a one or two sentence. When you document a class, you should be able to explain its purpose in a one or two sentence. If you cannot rethink a class or try to subdivide it in more independent pieces, so it's very essential that when you document a class, you should be able to explain its purpose. You should be clearly explain its purpose in a one or two sentences. Okay, if you cannot, then rethink the class and try to subdivide it in more independent pieces. So that is okay. That's a base. Keep the class simple. Each method must provide only one service. Each method of the class should provide only one service. Each method should be in a moderate size. This is known as a single purpose. Class should have a very clearly defined single purpose. It cannot be subdivided further. Each method should do a single function. This is known as a corollary to single purpose. Corollary 3, large number of simple classes and reusability. The great benefit result from having a large number of simple classes. Okay, we have a large number of simple classes. Classes means okay, they will have only one purpose. Then the class is simple class. The less specialized classes are, the more likely will be reused. Okay, the less specialized classes. If the classes are general, they more likely reused. Object-oriented design offer a path for producing a libraries of reusable part. OOAD design offers a path for producing libraries of reusable parts. This emphasis on object-oriented design places on encapsulation, modernization, polymorphism, suggests reuse rather than building a new. So emphasis on the concept of encapsulation, information hiding, modelization, dividing a program into various modules, polymorphism. A function can take a many form. Okay, suggest reuse rather than reuse rather than building a new. According to Gordon, the author, many object-oriented reuse effort fails because too narrow focus on technology, not on policies set forth by the organization. He recommends the software assets internally are created and occur to be reusable. He recommends the software assets internally are created and occur to be reusable. So, large number of simple classes and reusability is the corollary 3. There are some reasons, 4 reasons why people are not replacing this concept. So, the reusability is not broadly utilized because the first one is 4 reasons are given here. First one is software engineering textbooks teaches the new practitioners to build a system from the first principle. Build a system from the first principle. Reusability is not promoted or discussed. Software engineering book teaches that you have to create. You have to always create from the scratch. That is taught by the software engineering textbook. That is the one reason. Second, the not invent here syndrome. The not invent here syndrome and intellectual change of solving an interesting one's own unique way to mitigate the ability against the reusability. For example, people think that if you create from something, then only they are intellectual. So this behavior, okay, this attitude restrain them from doing reusability. Okay. Third, unsuccessful experience with the software reusability. People are failed. Okay, people are failed. The previous experience are not good when they attempted reusability. That is one reason. Fourth, most of the organization provide no reward for reusability. Most of the organization provide no reward for reusability. Sometimes productivity is measured in terms of a new line of code written as a discontinued credit. Most of the organization provide no reward for reusability. That means they are not giving reward for the reusability. Sometimes the productivity is measured in terms of a new lines of code written a discounted credit. 50% less credit for reused line of code. That is a problem. Okay, with no reward system, if they reuse that, that means that general attitude that they are simply copying. So these are the reason. One is the concept of the book, which are taught by the software engineering book, not inventing a syndrome, unsuccessful previous experience, no reward for reusability. These are all barrier among the people that's why they are not using the concept of reusability. Corollary number 4, that is a strong mapping. Okay, object-oriented analysis and object-oriented design are based on the same model. So analysis and design are based on the same model. As the model progresses from the analysis to implementation, more detail is added. As the model progresses from analysis to implementation, more detail is added, but it remains essentially the same. A strong mapping links the classes identified during the analysis and the classes during the design phase. A strong mapping links the classes identified during the analysis and classes designed during the design phases. Martin Odell described the important issue very elegantly. When OOAD technique, the same paradigm is used for analysis, design, and implementation. Odell described the important issue very elegantly. In OOAD techniques, the same paradigm is used for analysis, design, and implementation. UML used for all the 3 phases. The analysis identified the object type and inheritance and thinks about the events that change the state of the object. The analyst identified the object type and inheritance and think about the events that changes the state of the object. The designer add the detail to this model, most perhaps designing the screen, user interaction, client-server interaction. The designer add the detail to this model, most perhaps designing the screen, user interaction, and client-server interaction. This is known as a strong mapping. Okay. The quote number 4. There's a strong mapping between the object-oriented analysis and object-oriented design. That okay, there should be a proper link between the classes identified during the analysis and classes identified during the design. Nothing else. Okay, the design classes, so we are identifying the relevant user interface and view classes for the business classes which are identified in the analysis classes. Next one is quote number 5, standardization. To reuse a class should have a good understanding. To reuse a class, one should have a good understanding of the class. When you want to reuse, you should have a good understanding of a when you want to reuse that reuse a class, one should have a good understanding of this class. Most of the object-oriented systems such as Java, C++, and Power Builder come up with several built-in class libraries which supports the standardization. The knowledge of the existing classes will help to determine the need of the new classes. The knowledge of the existing classes will help to determine the need of the new classes to accomplish the task and what to inherit useful behavior rather than the reinvent. The knowledge of the existing class will help determine the need of the new class to accomplish the task and what to inherit useful behavior rather than reinvent. Okay, so this is very important. So we have to inherit it. If it's available, you have to use it. Okay, why you have to reinvent it? Okay, reinvent it. Next one is the concept of the design pattern might provide a way for standardization by capturing the design knowledge. The concept of the design pattern might provide a way for standardization by capturing the design knowledge. So design pattern teaches you, okay, a way of standardization by capturing the design knowledge, documenting it, storing it in a repository that can be shared and reused in a different application. So the design pattern might provide a way of standardization by capturing the design knowledge, documenting it, and storing it in a repository that can be shared and reused by the different applications. So far, we discussed about the 5 crore in detail. 5 crore. First one is we discussed uncoupled design with the less information content. That means coupling should be minimized, and cohesion should be improved. Coupling should be minimized. Second one is single purpose. Every class should have a clearly defined single purpose. Third one is large number of simple classes and reusability. Fourth one is strong mapping between the classes identified in the analysis phase and the design phase. 5, standardization. So next, design with inheritance. Okay, we are going to discuss in detail the forthcoming video lecture.